To go to the next level, which is vice presidential director. Okay? Now again, I'm gonna show you two ways to get there. I'm gonna use my other board. The first way is right here. She's already a national marketing director. Okay? How does she get to vice president with 4 legs? She has to do this. She has to have 4 national marketing directors develop in each of her 4 lines. So she's got to have 4 of her. Okay? If you placed them perfectly, you count that, that's 144 people. She did it perfectly. So what Pam has to do, and I'm sure they're working on it now, they can go over here and start leg 5, leg 6, leg 7, and leg 8 if they choose to do that. I don't know what their strategy is, okay? But they don't have to do it. They can promote out 4 national marketing directors here in 4 separate lines, and they're vice president. The way I did it, and the way Dr. Ross did it, is we went over here and we promoted out 4 more district marketing directors. So we had to have 8 people in each of these 4 lines properly placed to become a vice president. Okay, so you had to have these national marketing directors develop over here. District marketing director. You can do it that way. Count your positions. I chose to do it as I refer to as the old way. Why did I do that? Because I already had my 8 lines started when they kind of changed the rules. Not changed the rules, improved the rules, I would say.
You think it's easier that way?
It was easier for me because I had 8 lines already started. Jay was the vice president, I think, before they even changed the rules. Way back.
When I just started, it was easier for me to do 4.
Exactly. See, Sharon just started, and she's promoting 4 national marketing directors in 4 separate lines to get to the vice president. Okay? So again, you want to look at your lines. I will say this, it's a lot easier to promote out a district marketing director than it is a national. I will say that. And it's less people. 8 for district, 36 for national. So that would be up to you all. That's when you really want to huddle with your upline and really look at your organizational chart, know who your people are, and know what you have to do to get there. And then you just focus on it. Okay? So that's vice president. Now, what Jay, do you realize, let's stick with the 4. Now what Pam wants to be is a presidential director. Now what's she have to do? Well, that's what Jay is doing now. Jay has to have 3 vice presidents developed in 3 out of his lines. Now he has more than 8 lines started, but he only has to have 3 vice presidents in 3 separate lines. I was his first vice president. Sharon would probably be 2. There's a lady in Susan Cooper in Owensboro will probably be number 3. He's got another one. If Susan doesn't get it, Jim Richards will. They're in the same line, so he can only count 1 of them. Okay? So to be a president, you have to promote out 3 vice presidents in 3 lines, 3 separate lines. Okay? Everybody understand that? Okay? Any questions? She doesn't. What do I need to help you with that? Okay? Go back to your question and I'll try to answer it.
You're over here in line 5, 6, 7.
Uh-huh.
You had 8 people. I thought you said you 1.
Yeah, okay, let me go back. I was showing, this is the way that I went to vice president. I had 8 district marketing directors and 8 separate lines. The 8 represents 8 people because that's what you have to have properly placed to be a district marketing director. Now you can go to vice president with only having 4 lines. I just showed you this because you can still do it that way if you choose. Now if you do it with 4 lines, you have to have 4 national marketing directors in 4 separate lines to be a vice president. To be a vice president, Pam has to go find, she has to develop in her 4 lines a national marketing director somewhere in those lines. It may be 10 below her. It may not be. She has to have 1 in each line. 1 in each line. And I'm sure Yvette has, we have organizational charts, folks, that show you this. All plotted out for you. And if you don't have one, please see Yvette today because they're very helpful. Yes, sir.
Is the income any different from going with the additional 4? or one with the original four with the national?
That's a good question. You know, you never know who's going to develop. So, I mean, I'm going to show you the income streams, what you're going to obtain, but I don't know. Like I thought it was easy for me to be vice president to promote out 4 more district marketing directors. Because remember, I already had 4 minimum because I was a national marketing director. So I just started 4 more lines.
Bill don't have one.
Yeah.
Get these out to him. I thought everybody got one.
Okay.
Have to.
She's,
Well, let me see if I got enough to
she's
give
passing out
everybody.
the income streams now that's associated with these ranks, and we'll go over that in here in just a second. I want to make sure everybody understands the positioning.
After
Yes,
you
ma'am.
get 4 lines, you start putting people under your other people.
Yeah, get to be more specific, but yes, I,
Okay, if I've got my 4 lines started.
right. What rank are you? What rank are you?
Right now?
No, I mean, what rank are you speaking
Okay,
to?
let's say that I'm an executive.
Okay.
I've already got my 4 lines.
Okay, you're ready to go.
Now, the next person that I personally get, should
Uh-huh.
I put them underneath somewhere so I can move up?
Absolutely.
Or should I start another line?
That just depends, and I'll say in a J.
If I got a
J.
Troy
If you've got a Troy Brooks or J. Ross, start a 5th leg.
Right.
If you don't, I would put them under your people to help you become a national marketing
That-
director.
that-